Hey you guys, it's your girl Glitter Smokes and we are back with another review. Today it's not so much going to be like a review. I wanted to do like a comparison as far as like the different dry vapes that I have. This is the one by Planet of the Vapes. This is the first one I actually ever purchased. I love it. The only reason why I don't use it a lot is because this is kind of the one that I take with me if I leave the house because of it being so compact. I mean, look, and it's easy to store and take with. You can get more details about the device if you check out my review that I did on this device itself. Now, we all know this one because this is the one that I use on a regular in my review videos. This is a Ooze Brink. I also have a breakdown video for this device as well, but I will admit, smoking combustion, it does hit harder, which is cool when that's what I'm wanting, but for the most part, since I do use this for medicinal purposes, dry herb vaping has been just like a game changer for me. But I don't want to do too much talking because, like I said, I already have videos if you're wanting to get more detailed information about either one of these devices. What we're going to do is just do a comparison as far as like which device may give you more flavor or which device produces bigger clouds of smoke, because I know that's what a lot of people want to know about it. And it can be a little off-putting because a lot of times when you first start dry herb vaping, especially if you're using a device, you may feel like you're not getting anything because it takes time for the temperature to build up. So in the beginning you may not get as much vapor, but you're still getting those terpenes. But I'm not going to get too geeked out about it and talk a lot about the benefits and what happens with vaping. You guys can do your own research, and again, I do talk a little bit more in detail in my other videos. So what we're gonna do, I just went on and put my warheads in here from Lit. Shout out Lit. Shout out Big Sancho. Go ahead and use that strain to see, mainly because the flavor profile, I just like it, and I can kind of break it down a lot better. Plus I have a whole ounce of it and it needs to get smoked, so why not? Didn't want to do a review on a new flower and try to break down the devices. That just seemed like a whole lot. But let me go ahead and get into it. We're going to start with this one. Since the dominant terpene profile for warheads is myrcene, the suggested temperature for it is 330 degrees. Now, the cool thing, I should say, about this device is you can do an exact temperature. So, opposed to the Brink where it's a temperature range, this one I'm going to actually be able to set it to the 330 degrees. So let's go ahead. All right, she just vibrated, so we're ready. Cheers. So I'm already picking up the nutty notes from this and the earthiness. So with this particular device, the airflow holes are on the bottom. So if you find yourself like holding it like this or too tight like this, it can stop the airflow and that could mess up the amount of vapor that you get. Now the key with dry herb vaping is just doing like a constant pull. They say to do it for about 10 seconds. I mean, I don't really sit there and count it, but just keep a steady, good flow pull, and that will get you the most vapor. So I'm starting to get like the lemon, and I'm getting little notes of the sourness. But you know, if you watched my Warheads video, we kind of already realized like if you wanted to get more of that sourness out of this flower, this particular one anyway, it's kind of better to maybe go up on the temperature. But it's consistent. That's one thing that I'm getting with this is like the flavor profile is very consistent. It doesn't change like how I remember it being with the Brink. It also tells you the time, so it's also letting me know that I've got like 7 seconds left. And it just vibrated and it automatically shuts off. That's another thing that I do like about this one. Okay, so I tried to do, well, I didn't try. I recorded a video already doing this, and I got so big that like I couldn't even close it. So yeah, that's why I was like, okay, let me try to go ahead and do it over again today, especially since the weather's nice. It's been real rainy last couple of days, and last week I was sick, so hopefully this time it'll work out. So I'm just waiting on the Brink to finish warming up. All right, she is ready. So cheers, guys. First pull, the sourness hit me. Now, the only thing that I wonder about that is it more sour because I just finished vaping some a second ago, or is it because of the difference of the heating mechanism in the devices? That's what I wonder. I don't know, but I don't like being sick. Okay, so after doing that, first thing is that I'm thinking maybe for me to really be able to judge the flavor, I would need to smoke, wait, and then smoke again like later after the first one has worn off or whatever. And I was kind of thinking the same thing when I did this the first time, because with this one, I have smoked this out of this. You guys know I use this device all the time. I've been smoking on the Warhead since I got it. I've never coughed and had it like hit me like it did just then. It's never started off being that sour. So that lets me know it was just kind of like I just did a longer session. So that's why I can't really compare the flavor profiles. Now, oddly enough, the entire time that I did smoke this, all I got was the citrus and the sourness. That was the main profiles I was picking up. When I was smoking with this one, I got a lot more of the earthy and the nuttiness. So maybe there's some logic in that, because I do remember that I had to have this on the lowest temperature to pick up that nuttiness. So yeah, you know what? Saying it out loud, there is a difference. You are getting a full terpene taste profile. Excuse me, taste profile when you're using the device that has the exact temperature gauging on it. Smoke, as far as like smoke, this one produces way more smoke than this one does. And I kind of already knew that, but I don't know if you're going to really be able to tell the difference on camera because it is windy. So it's not like I could, do a direct. But, I mean, I don't think this was a waste. Final thoughts of this little project. It really depends on what you're wanting to get. And it also depends on Well, no, I'm gonna say it depends on what you want to get, because there's like, and I'm not talking about a discounted. This is like at the full retail rate. There's not much, maybe like it's a $25 difference in the price. So, and both of these companies do accept sizzle. So, if you're someone who can budget, if your budget will allow you to treat yourself to $25 every 2 weeks, I think it's worth it. It is better for you as far as your lungs go. It is healthier. And just depending on how often you smoke, I mean, if you think about it, what you're spending on papers or cigars, especially if you smoke cigars, like if you think about, especially if you're a heavy smoker, because both of these, even though this one takes a smaller amount, I still get the same effects from both of them. I just use this one the most, so I can kind of like, this thing holds 0.3. Do you know how long it would take for me to, we'll just say an ounce. Do you know how long it would take for me to smoke an ounce if I only use this? Even with me using the bigger one, it still takes a while, which is cool, if you're on a budget, but someone like me who's like doing reviews and I have like different flowers, it can be overwhelming, but that's why you bless people. Because it always comes back around. And if I can help someone, especially someone who is having like some medicinal things going on like myself, I'm gonna do that. Hey guys, so right here I use the word irregardless, and I know the word is regardless. It's like an inside joke, but you guys don't know that, and I didn't want to seem stupid, so just wanted to record all that. Medicated, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to wrap this up because I will get to talking. But yeah, overall, it was a great experiment, because now I'm feeling good. I'm a little bit more than what I wanted to be, because this is my wake and bake, but that's okay. Day's gonna kind of start off slow anyway. I really don't have anything to do until later in the day, so I'm probably just gonna chill, watch some TV while I edit this video. But I would just say this: if you're someone and you're not really worried about a budget, but you're wanting like a pocket-sized device, then I would say go with this, or you can go with the Lobo. There are other devices out there as well, so I would definitely do your research, because there's even ones that I've seen that I was interested in, but like realistically, I can't, I don't need another one, so like I can't justify the purchase. And plus there's other devices that I want that do other things, so I'm cool with what I have. But I'm just telling you guys, like, do your research. There's other devices, like you can find some that might even be better than this, but just in my opinion, with what I have, if I had to choose, I would go with this one. And that is because of the exact temperature, but that's because I smoke mainly for the terpene profile. So having that exact temperature, that allows me to get what I'm wanting from the terpene of whatever flower that I'm smoking. If you're someone who you're just, it could be medicinal, but you really don't too much care about the terpenes and things like that, then I would say get this, because I love it. It's simple. You don't have to do a whole lot of thinking, it's real easy to clean. Both, the charging time is really good. Both are not that hard to clean, but this one is more advanced than this one as far as like getting, that precise temperature burn that you want. And, excuse me, this device also, you can use it for concentrates as well. I've never used it, but it does have that multi-function to it. So for a $25 difference, and if you're someone who smokes flower and concentrate, this would definitely be the better buy. But if you're someone and you just mainly deal with flower, and you just want something, you just want to try something, try dry vaping. But again, there's other devices out here. There are some that are cheaper, but I will tell you this: cheap doesn't always mean better. You got to think about like the heating source. I will say, I do prefer the heating mechanism of this. I do like that ceramic C-core that they use, excuse me, in this device. Because with this one, if you have the temperature too high, it will definitely, you'll get like that burnt metal taste. And it will burn your tongue. Well, it burnt mine, but that's also because like I accidentally turned it up too high and didn't realize it. So like, yeah, don't be like me. Don't be like me. But I'm gonna go. It's cold and I'm just rambling at this point. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you. Don't forget to like it if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, you can thumbs it down. Wind is blowing and I didn't want to lose my pen. But if you're new here, hi, I hope you consider subscribing. And if you think any of the information that I gave in this video can help someone else, please share. But outside of that, I hope you guys have a great day. And this is your girl, Greater Smokes, and I will see you guys in the next review.